It's dark outside when my alarm goes off. I get up, dress quickly in jeans and t-shirt, and grab a sweatshirt to face the first hour or so of the crisp morning air. Before starting work, we check the sunrise. Each morning the sun comes up over the crest of the Golan Heights, and you'll see volunteers catching the first rays of sunlight as they come over the hill. A few quick pictures, and then we get busy putting up shade cloth over the dig areas. That gentle sunlight we just photoed will soon turn the cool morning into a hot day. Not the 100-degree heat we'd have if we were digging in summer, but nonetheless, we'd rather get up early and put in our 8 hours before the afternoon heat sets in. This is my 4th season as a volunteer on the excavation of the ancient city of Tiberias. Before we can start work, we need to grab some digging tools. We know the drill and start grabbing our favorites from the tool shed. Even novice volunteers quickly learn the ropes and after a few days qualify as experienced. Hey, grab the buckets. Be sure to get those with handles. Are there any gray buckets for fines? Did somebody get brushes? Be sure we have a decent wheelbarrow today.
From the sources that Tiberias was founded in 19 CE by Herod Antipas, who was the son of Herod the Great. And he had his capital originally in Sepphoris, in Sipori, which is in the center of the Galilee, but he decided to found a new capital and moved here to Tiberias. The southern gate to this city, which is a very unique gate with round towers, was excavated in the 1970s and recently been uncovered again by the Israel Antiquities Authority. The cardo that we see there in the southern gate area is the same cardo identified by Rovani over here. So we know that it goes from around where the Holiday Inn is down there, all the way up through the city.
Before we volunteers start digging, the archaeologists need to take elevation measurements. This is done at the beginning and end of each day and may be done during the day as well. Each sighting only takes a few seconds, but must be done at multiple locations because the bottom of the trench is anything but level. When measurements are taken during the day, we sometimes can't see the measuring stick because of the shade cloth. All of the tall volunteers jump in and help hold up the edge of the shade cloth at each corner of the trench for the few seconds needed. Then, back to work. First of all, forget all those National Geographic pictures of people sitting with a delicate little brush gently dusting away. You'll be using a pickaxe and filling buckets of dirt, and if there's something that needs careful attention, you'll probably call a genuine archaeologist to come handle it. There are lots of myths about volunteering on a dig. Here are my favorite 4. Myth 1. You need some training or experience before you can volunteer. False. While some excavations are open only to students or experienced people, many digs are like ours in Tiberias, where anyone can volunteer. Myth 2. You'll have to sleep outdoors with no bathrooms. False. Some digs are like that, but not all of them. Tiberias is great because I can stay in a private room in a hotel with TV and air conditioning, although a few of our volunteers do bring tents and camp out at the site. Myth number 3. Only young people are welcome. False. Most digs welcome people of all ages. There are often a lot of college students who are volunteering in order to earn college credits, but there are also people of all ages, including retirees like myself, who are finally getting to do something different that they've always dreamed of. And myth 4. Excavations are hard physical labor. True and false. Yes, much of the work is hard. Buckets of dirt can be heavy and need to be lifted and carried, and even a wheelbarrow is hard to push if you fill it too high. On the other hand, there are plenty of tasks that do not require lifting or heavy work. Pottery washing is done sitting down under a shade cloth, and you get to look at all of the different shards collected in all of the different trenches. Labeling pottery is slow and tedious, but is really nothing more than writing numbers on pieces of clay.
This is what's called splash glazeware, which is a mottled green and yellow and manganese glazeware, which became very common during the 9th century and continued through the 11th.
One of the most exciting aspects of being a volunteer is that you will assist in uncovering artifacts that have been hidden from sight for more than 1,000 years. Imagine digging day after day and seeing nothing but dirt and rocks, and then suddenly you find a patch of a mosaic floor. It's just a small patch to start with, but as you uncover it, it gets bigger and bigger. What was it? A private residence? A mosque? A public building? Or maybe you found a coin. They are so tiny that they look like flat, round pebbles. But once you know what to look for, they're easy to spot. Maybe you'll find glass from an antique mosque lamp, or the chain that the lamp hung from. One thing is for sure, you'll find lots of pottery. The shards are everywhere.
This vessel is a frying pan. First of all, the ware is different of the wares, of the light wares.
Volunteering on a dig is a great learning experience. Not only do you learn by doing, but there are lectures and tours as well. We've had presentations on pottery, coins, metalwork, and even sugar plantations. We've taken tours of Sepphoris, Capharnaum, Mount Berenice, and a number of other archaeological sites in the area. And of course, we know how to kick back and relax. Breakfast is served at the site every morning, while lunch and dinner are at the hotel. After a full day of labor and learning, some of us still have enough energy in the evening to visit the local pub and celebrate another great day in Tiberias. Come join us.